There's a notion in Python of file-like objects. This isn't as formal as a specific protocol, like sequence protocol is for tuple objects, but thanks to the polymorphism afforded by duck typing, it works well in practice. This is where the easier to ask forgiveness than permission philosophy comes into its own. If you want to perform seek on a file-like object without knowing in advance that it supports random access, go ahead and try, literally, but be prepared to fail if the seek method doesn't exist, or does exist but doesn't behave as you expect. You might say, if it looks like a file and reads like a file, then it is a file. We've actually seen this already. The objects returned to us when we open files in text and binary mode are actually of different types, although both with definite file-like behavior. We saw one of them in action back at the beginning of the course used to retrieve data from a URL on the internet. Let's exploit this polymorphism across file-like objects by writing a function to count the number of words per line in a file and return that information as a list. Now we'll open a regular text file containing the fragment of T.S. Eliot's masterpiece we created earlier and pass it to our new function. The actual type of real file is _io text IO wrapper, which is an internal Python implementation detail. We'll now do the same using a file-like object representing a web resource referred to by a URL. In this example, the type of web file is http.client.http-response, a quite different thing. However, since they are both file-like objects, our function can work with both. There's nothing magical about file-like objects, it's just a convenient and fairly informal description for a set of expectations we can place on an object which are exploited through duck typing.